Okay guys, right, so fielding now, we're going to look at high catching. It's a really important skill to master as a cricketer because catches win matches, as we all know, and when a ball does pop up, a fly ball as they would call it in baseball, it is so essential that it is taken at that moment because it can be a massive momentum swing if the catch, a simple opportunity, isn't grasped, okay, and that can feed in a negative way through the team. Similarly, if it is taken, it can then feed in a positive way through the team. So it's really important to understand that your own personal skills in high catching is absolutely essential, just the same as batting, bowling, okay, but high catching is essential. So there's a couple of things we've got to get right. The first one is as soon as the ball leaves the bat, we've got to calculate where it's going to land, okay? So I'm just going to practice here on my own, all right? And there's some basics that we can get right on our own, but then later on you might need somebody who could feed for you either with, by throwing the ball for you, okay, or by hitting with a tennis racket, okay, or indeed with a cricket bat, okay, to hit hard balls up for you, okay, to practice, all right? Now, what we're going to do first is just calculate where the ball's going to land, all right, and the second thing is then we need to get our body into a really still position and our head still and our hands high. Head still, hands high, all right, and then we can make a choice. We're going to catch the ball in an English cup, a grasp, English style, okay, where we bring the ball into our chest, or we're going to catch the ball in more like an Australian style, where we create that A-frame shape and we're catching the ball high above our head as we get underneath. Okay, now it's really down to you. Okay, it might be that you might misjudged it, so the ball's going over your head, so you have to do the A-frame style. It might be that you haven't quite got to it yet, so you can't get into an A-frame style, so the ball's dropped a bit too low for you, so you've got to go to the English style underhand catch. It's really just about practicing both types and trying to be able to do both, and then naturally you will select the right one at the right time. Fingers crossed. So what we're going to do to start with is very simply just going to underarm the ball up, get underneath it, and practice both styles. Okay, so we're going to underarm the ball up, get underneath it quickly, and get still as the ball comes down. Okay, and again, throw the ball up. That one's just over my head, so I've got to go for the A-frame that time. And again, okay, and let the ball drop. That's obviously with a hard cricket ball. Okay, I'd probably encourage you to start maybe with something like a tennis ball, and that's a really good ball to practice with because it's soft and because it will spring out of your hand if your hands are too hard. So you just push the ball up, get underneath it. Okay, so I'm throwing the ball vertically now for the benefit of the video. All right, what I progress to next is to throw the ball, so I have to move. So I'm going to throw the ball on an angle up into the sky, so I have to move and then calculate where it's going to land. Notice how I'm trying to get still before the ball starts descending. That's a really key point. Okay, to progress, I would take a tennis racket, hit the ball up for myself. Okay, we'll try that now. So I'm going to hit the ball up, put the racket down, get myself still, go for my catch. Okay, and then I might try and hit it higher. All right, I might try and hit it further away from myself. Notice how I'm gently putting the racket down onto some grass here. All right, so I don't damage the racket. So think about, not damaging your equipment. And then what I suggest you do is to take a ball on today's walk or today's bike ride and just spend 15 minutes outside practice throwing the ball up for a family member or a sibling, and they can practice their catching too. And you've just got to concentrate on those key basics. Okay, make sure you calculate where the ball's going to land. Get there as quickly as you possibly can. All right, get still, and then catch the ball either in an English style or a reverse Aussie style cut. Okay, it's a really fun thing to do. Just when you're on your own, you can just all you need is a ball. Okay, any type of ball. It could be done with a football initially. Okay, it could be done with an Incredi ball or indeed a hardball cricket ball. Okay, enjoy.